Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you've had a great week. So in today's video I am doing an exposed rib bones SFX tutorial. So if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. It would mean the world to me. So you want to use some toilet tissue and some liquid latex, and the brand I have is Meron, and I think that's how you say it. And I got this from trademe.co.nz, and this is a flesh tone colour. And what you want to do is you just want to grab some toilet tissue and roll it up and then cover it in liquid latex. And this is going to make the bones. So lots of people ask, how do you make those bones? And literally it's just toilet tissue and liquid latex. So you want to cover it all up, and this will dry hard. And what you want to do is break it in half, but we will resize these later when we go to put them on the body. So you want to continue these steps and just roll up the toilet tissue and then cover it in liquid latex. You can get white liquid latex that kind of dries clear, but I wanted to try this brand for once, and this flesh tone colour would be a bit more handy for skin when I'm doing like skin folds, and it won't take me such dark like foundations to cover up, but it's a bit of a pain for bones because you need to paint them white afterwards. So just continue the steps, cover them in liquid latex, and then wait for them to dry. And I make a few bones. I did make a few too many, so just take that in mind. And now onto mapping out where I'm going to have the bones. So you just want to do like a rough estimate. I kind of got him to suck in. This is my partner Matthew, by the way. He was my little model for this gory look, because this would be very hard to do on yourself. You could do it, but it would be a bit harder. So what you want to do is cover liquid latex in that area where you drew, and then you just want to stick toilet tissue on top of all those areas and then cover it with liquid latex again. Now this is going to make it very hard, and it's going to make it easy to cut into, and this is going to make our skin flaps. Now you want to continue down below. I kind of did a shape where a little bit was exposed at the top and some was exposed at the bottom. You can do like a smaller area if you want to, but I wanted to do like a big area. So layer the tissue down and then cover it with liquid latex. I do speed this up a lot because this look probably took me like 2 hours. So now I'm taking the NYX Stay Matte but Not Flat foundation and the Sigma Flat Kabuki brush. I love Sigma brushes. I do have code Alyshia10 for 10% off and a link down below where you can purchase them. So if you want some good brushes, then definitely go and check that out. So that foundation was way too dark, so I'm taking the NYX Custom Color Drops, and I'm taking a really white color. I used a dark foundation because that matches me, and I thought he'd match it, but his tummy is pretty white compared to his arms. So you just want to blend this in and make it suit the skin around it as much as you can. So I just use a sponge and I just blend it all in. You don't need to worry about the middle of the liquid latex and what color that is, because we're literally going to cut that out afterwards. Now I'm using this Sigma large powder brush, and I'm taking the NYX No Filter powder, and I'm just setting this, and this is going to make it dry so it's easy to cut into. Now you want to grab some little nail scissors, and this looks like really sore, but trust me, I was going really slow and I kept asking Matthew like, are you okay? Am I poking you or anything? And I wasn't. Using little nail scissors like this is good. You can kind of feel where the skin is, and you just want to like slide it slowly under the liquid latex and slowly snip up. It looks like his skin's red underneath, but that's not from me poking him or anything. That's just from the liquid latex. It just makes your skin a little red sometimes. So make a little incision in the start and then slowly cut up. And this looks really hard, like it looks like you'll just cut the skin, but you can feel it like sliding up as the liquid latex is dry. And for a little hint, you can use a blow dryer to dry the liquid latex, because before putting on the foundation it did take a little while to dry, but then I grabbed the blow dryer and then it just dried so quickly. So now what you want to do is stretch around the outsides to make it look like the skin's coming away and there's like big skin flaps, and you want to make sure not to pull this right off, as in you'll have to start literally all over again. So just stretch it out, making it look all yuck, big skin flaps. And then I'm taking my BH Cosmetics Take Me to Brazil palette, which is my favourite for SFX looks, and I'm taking this black colour and I'm putting this inside the little hole, and this is going to add dimension to the cut, and it's going to make it look slightly darker. Now I'm going to take a little bit of red to just add a little bit more dimension. We will be covering this with scab blood, but this is a good base to start off with. Now what you want to do is cut your bones to size, kind of measure it to the hole, and cover the bottoms with liquid latex and then stick it right onto the skin, giving it a little curved shape. To help you, you can look at a skeleton ribs on Google and you can see that it's like slightly curved upwards. So you just want to tuck it under the flaps and literally push it down, and this will stay. So as you can see, I'm tucking it under the flap and kind of molding it to size and to what shape I want it to look like. So I didn't measure these to size at first. I literally just held it against the hole and made it a bit longer so I could tuck it under the flaps, and then I cut it with the nail scissors. And while doing this, Matthew's arm did get really sore. He had to hold it above his head for ages. So just take in mind that the person you are doing this on may need a rest, and rest their arm down below. So make sure that it's been a few minutes so they can dry, and then they can rest their arm. Now I'm taking this purple shade and this blue shade, and at first I used a brush which made it a bit too like pigmented. So then I took a sponge and I'm going to create bruising around the wound. So you won't just like randomly get a wound and then it's like nice and clean. So I'm just making it kind of look infected and as if the arteries are, you know, being affected, and I'm just making it look really gory and just not really thinking about this. I'm just grabbing red, blue and purples and just kind of smudging it wherever around the wound. Now I'm taking some white paint. This is just from the $2 shop, and I'm painting all the bones. I wish I just painted like the top so it can give like a highlight to the bone and add more dimension, but that's something you can do. That was my mistake. So now I'm getting some red eyeshadow and I'm going around that flap just to give it a bit of dimension and just to make it look like some blood's coming through. And now I'm taking the star of the show. This is the Ben Nice Scare Blood, and it looks like this. And I got this from trademe.co.nz as well, which is a really cool New Zealand website for everything. You just search something up and something's bound to show up. So you can buy this on there. And what you want to do is just really fill in those areas and kind of bring it up on the sides of the bones. And this is like a thick waxy paste that looks like blood, and you can grab like big hunks, and I just spread it out around the wound. And I also use this to kind of hide the area where the latex ends to the skin, because some was kind of like lifting up and you can kind of see the line, so I just use the blood to kind of cover it. And I'm just literally spreading this in random areas, putting it inside the bones and just hunking it all up and just spreading it around as if like a shark came and grabbed his ribs. So this is the finished look. I'm pretty happy with how it turned out, considering this was the first time that I've ever attempted something like this. If you guys like this video, then don't forget to give it a thumbs up and comment down below if you want to see more SFX videos from me. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. It would mean the absolute world to me. Help me get to 40,000 subscribers, and I'll see you guys in my next week's video. Bye!